Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the Nobody's Happy podcast, the official podcast of the Men's Right to Kiss Each Other to Greet, but there's nothing sexual going on, I promise, Foundation. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I did. I went to the Blind Tiger, tried out some new material. Actually, I'm gonna be in Austin, doing the fuck is it called? The Santa Cruz Theater on the 23rd of April. It's gonna be me and my buddies George and Josh. We're gonna be out there, just doing new stand up. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna record it, and I'm gonna try to get a decent recording because I got a feeling that I'm gonna end up recording stuff that maybe in a year or a few months I'm not gonna be able to do. And I know I've said that before. But I just haven't had a good show that's good enough to like tape. And last time I was there, it was pretty decent sized people. The only thing that sucked is they were wearing masks, so it was kind of like weird when you would like do a joke that would hit. And you were like, it usually gets a better reaction, but like they're all wearing masks, so you just hear. But yeah, that's about it, man. We got wasted. There's nothing that I love more after doing some new material and then just getting in there, getting into that bar and celebrating. I have a problem. What do you want me to do, man? It's fucking fun. You know, I get a little nice before I get up on stage. I'm loose. And then after that, you know, now I'm playing with house money, you know. Yeah, man, just out here trying to get rich. Trying to get this money. And not just get like regular people money. Get away with murder money. You know? Which is surprisingly not a lot of money if you really think about it. You just need enough to get a good lawyer. I was asking my friends the other day, and you know what? I didn't like the reaction that they gave me because it feels like they wanted to know more details. You know, it's like, no, dude, just tell me what you think. You know, because it's one of those hypotheticals, and hypotheticals don't work if people are like, well, then why would I do this? You know, it just makes no sense. It's a hypothetical. You don't need to know more of. You know, you don't need to know any more details other than what I'm giving you. Like I asked him, what's like I think it was in the podcast, the Willful Ignorance podcast, and I asked my friends, what is the least thing that you would do? No, what is the least reason that you would kill somebody over? Like the least, you know, because everybody can, you know, if somebody killed one of my, you know, family members. But like, what's the least? But as I was thinking about it, though, I did realize maybe that is not enough detail. What I should have said now, and I'm actually realizing this now, but what I should have said was, like if you knew. What I should have said to them was, if you knew that you could get away with it, what's the least thing that you would kill somebody over? And also, if you knew you were going to get caught, what's the least thing? Because when I thought about it, like, the least reason I would ever kill somebody over, if I knew that I was not going to get caught, would be, like you ever taken... You're in the intersection, right? And you're about to take an unprotected left, right? But there's cars coming, right? And all of a sudden there's one car coming, right? But you figure, it's like 3 seconds. I don't want to like peel out and make this big fucking scene to get in front of him right away. So I'm just going to wait for him to pass by. But then you're stopped, and then the guy that's coming, he slows down. Right, but you don't realize this until he's a little bit closer, and now the people behind you are like, "What the fuck, dude? and there's no way for you to like turn around and be like, oh no, man, it's because I thought he was going to keep going at the same speed, but now he slowed down. And yeah, I could have made it now, but now that I'm thinking about all this shit, it's too late now. So I got to wait 6 seconds instead of 3. That's probably the least reason I would kill somebody over. As soon as you pass by, I'd be like, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. I don't know why I find that so fucking annoying when somebody slows down and ruins my timing and makes me look like a fucking asshole. Is that bad? I But that's only if I knew I could get away with it, Like in a real like the least I would kill somebody over if I knew I was going to go to jail or that I was going to get caught is if he fucked my girlfriend and my girlfriend cheated on me with somebody, but if he fucked my girl and then smoked my weed afterwards, I think I would kill somebody over that. Cause I don't believe in like going to jail over somebody, right? Like you should never go to jail over somebody, man. That guy or girl, a man should never go to jail over a woman, and a woman should not go to jail over a man. That's fucking, and people fucking do that all the time. Well, not all the time, but the fucking degenerates. Okay, so my reasoning behind that is it's like I just said, you don't go to jail over somebody, because that's the stupidest thing. You're going to go to jail over somebody, and then while you're in jail, they're just going to be moving on with their lives, and now you're stuck in there like a fucking idiot. But I think I am a man of certain principles, It's like, all right, if my girl decided to cheat on me, you're just doing your thing, man. That one landed on your lap. I can't be mad at you for that. And also, I wouldn't hurt her either, because it's like, well, one, like I said, I'm not going to jail for you, but you obviously made a choice, it's time to move on. They're making the choice for you. But don't let me find out that you took a fucking beer out of the fridge that belonged to me. I don't care if you fucked her and then you fucked her better than I could. Don't touch my shit, dude. Do not spark up a joint or grab one of my beers. Actually, with beers, it'd be a little more severe. I might go looking for your family afterwards. Spray your mama crib. Let your ass look for me. Thank you, Curtis Jackson, for that beautiful piece of street poetry. People do that, right? Like, oh, babe, I can't go to jail. You gotta shove this ecstasy up your ass. And she's like, no, come on, babe. I just got out. All right. People do goofy shit, man. Guys do. Guys always hurt other guys for to end up going to jail over a woman. They end up hurting a dude. Yeah, like I saw. This is where I got this idea, because I was looking at this article, and it was a really like. Only the title was interesting. Like the detail, they didn't give you. There's only one interesting detail about it. First of all, the article, it's from San Antonio, and it was called "New Boyfriend Stabs Old Boyfriend," and right away I'm like, of course, this should be the San Antonio motto: "New boyfriend stabs old boyfriend," right? But here's the detail that I didn't know, because I'm thinking right away, I'm like, I know what happened. This chick got with a new guy. She's in her apartment. This guy got drunk. He drove down there and honked his horn or said some shit, pounded on his door. The dude answered the door, and he was like, "What's up, homie?" And he was like, "Blah!" Right? And, new boyfriend was probably like, let me grab a knife before I answer this door, and stabbed him. right? The classic one. That's a classic. It's like it's like a ghetto Romeo and Juliet. But when I saw the article, it said that they were in the old boyfriend's apartment. So that put like a different, like, man, like all these people are vile. It's not just one, because there's no reason. I mean, unless they didn't put any reasons, but unless they wanted to like pick up some shit, but it was at night. You know, why would you go at night? Because I'll tell you this, like, if I'm in my apartment, and this would happen in an apartment, nobody gets stabbed by an old boyfriend in their house that they own. All the stabbings of boyfriends happen in apartments or their mom's house. But what was I getting at? No, the interesting detail was like that they showed up to his place, because I'm thinking, first of all, the fact that the new boyfriend is the kind of boyfriend that will stab somebody lets you know the kind of dude that this chick is getting with, right? So, and they're going to his apartment, so that already means that both the dudes are. So if she gets a guy that's willing to stab you, the old boyfriend was probably wasn't that, you know, charitable of a person either. Here I'm fucking judging people, right? I bet if people saw like an article of me getting in a fight at a bar, they'd be like, of course, some fucking gang member, piece of shit, undocumented. Why do I do that? Why do I judge people and then ignore my own faults? Don't you just hate it when you open up to people and you're like, man, I make a lot of mistakes, and you think they're gonna go like, yeah, me too, and they're like, you gotta get your head out of your ass, bro. It's like they leave you hanging. They leave you with your dick out because you were about to have like a I need to get my life in order jack off session. You ever have one of those where you're like, oh, dude, this is the way I fuck up, and your friend's like, yeah, me too, this is the way I fuck up. And when they don't reveal any of the ways they're fucking up and things they gotta fix, it just feels like you just took your dick out, and you're like, and they're like, ew. Ew, you're poor. Anyway, what was the point of me telling you that fucking story? I guess just don't go to jail over somebody, right? Here's my thing, man. A lot of people don't know this about me. I'm a hater. I'm a hater through and through. Well, I mean, I'm not a hater anymore, but I was a professional hater for a long time. But now I dedicate my life to coaching young haters. To coaching to be, you know, better haters, because I could never reach the higher echelon of hating, but I have so much knowledge that I can use to teach. Because a lot of people think that hating is like something that just comes, oh, I dislike somebody's video, you know, that's it, you know. Okay, but that doesn't make you a hater, man. That makes you a troll. Okay, trolls, that's the open micers of hating. Hating takes discipline, man. While people are out there doing their stupid fucking writing songs, poetry, you know, writing that screenplay, you know, you're out there fucking searching. You're out there searching for shit to talk about, to hate on. I'm sure some people here know that I'm kind of a boxing fan, well, an MMA fan, which, you know, boxing is just, you know, it's part of MMA. And boxing in general, and by itself too, it's always been fun to watch. But I've always been a big fan of pretty much all combat sports. So I don't know if you guys have seen this video of this new boxer, not new boxer, this lady named Sinesa Estrada. She's got a video, right, where she knocks out this other lady, in 7 seconds. I think that's what it's called. Siniesa Estrada KOs Miranda Adkins in 7 seconds. So the video, it's a lot of like, most of it is the introduction and them talking after she knocks her out. But it's if you want to watch something where, I think some kid put a comment that said, this is the saddest I've ever felt for something that made me laugh so hard. And it's what's funny is because when you watch it at first, you're like, oh damn, like this lady's a savage. But then you start watching it again, and you realize that this lady had no business being in there with her. Like this, it looks like somebody should be held accountable for having put this woman in there with this ferocious killing machine in Siniesa Estrada. And the signs are there when you look at it the second time and the third time, and as you keep looking at it, because it's so funny and interesting. But you start noticing more signs of how this lady did not belong in there. First of all, just their posture, right? Their physical posture is like Estrada is that of an athlete, right? She's bouncing on her toes, right? Bouncing on her toes. She's like bending at the hip, right? Just warming up. And the other girl, Adkins, she's standing there just like this, right? And she's not bouncing on her toes. She's lifting herself off her heels like that. She almost looks like she's waiting on a line for a roller coaster at Fiesta, Texas. She looks like she's just kind of like excited. Like, this is going to be fun, right? And has no fucking idea what a brutal KO she's about to be a part of. And as soon as they... well, first of all, right before they ring the bell, the announcer gives like a little fun fact. He just goes, here's an interesting note. Because the girl, the mom... By the way, she had mom on her waistline too, so appropriate because she definitely looked like a mom. And she's wait, what was I getting at? I think I'm still a little hazy from all that smokage. So anyway, the lady, right? The lady, she's 5-0, right? The Adkins lady, Miranda Adkins, she's 5-0. And right before the bell rings, right, the guy's looking at her like kind of like, you guys ready? Everybody stepped out of the ring. And then the announcer goes, interesting fact about Miranda is none of her 5 opponents had a win on their record. And then you just hear, ding! Dude, Estrada starts kind of like moving towards her. I swear to God, it looks like she wants to like rub her hands together, like like she's walking over to her, and all you hear as soon as they engage, you hear tits, and then kadunk. She just bounces her head off the fucking off the canvas, and this chick looks like she got shot with a fucking rifle from the rafters, and she just falls back, right, boom. And then they have this sky camera like they do in the NFL where you look directly down. And she went back and like her head kind of like hit one of the ropes and fell, boom. So that like her head was sitting outside of the ropes and the rest of her body was inside. And like the camera is like slowly descending. And then they start playing Estrada's I play this if I win music, and it's Alicia Keys' This Girl Is on Fire. But the lyric, I never noticed the lyrics. I've only heard that this girl is on fire. She's singing softly right before she gets to that chorus, and as they're showing Miranda's face like barely conscious, or should I say coming back into consciousness, you just hear She's got her head in the clouds. And the camera's getting closer, right? And she's just kind of like opening her eyes. She looks like she's sick. Like she's getting up and she just realized I'm probably not going to be able to go into work today. And everybody's around her, and the other girl, credit to her, she's not like, hooting and hollering and shit. She was just like, hey man, it's business as usual. This lady did not belong in here with me. And I mean, I don't know how much they researched her, but she had to have known, like, this chick is going to be dispatched in a second. 7 seconds, actually. Get it? Because somebody got knocked out. That was terrible. I apologize for that. I guess now let's have a word from our sponsors, everybody. Hey, everybody. Raul Sanchez here from the Nobody's Happy podcast, and I'm just here to tell you about your girlfriend's storytelling ability. Your girlfriend's storytelling ability is long and drawn out. It comes fully equipped with mundane details that have nothing to do with the point, if there's even one to be made. Your girlfriend's storytelling ability is for those long nights you want to entertain your friends while also putting them through a mild form of torture. Your girlfriend's storytelling ability, because you're worth it. This episode is also brought to you by Raul Sanchez's Hateonomics System. Raul Sanchez's Hateonomics System is a system developed to help you become the best hater you can be. Raul has been a professional hater for many years and now is using his wisdom to teach young haters how to do the right thing and hate the right way. No more trolling like an amateur. From now on, you will hate the proper way, the real way, the Raul Sanchez Hateonomics System way. Raul Sanchez Hateonomics, because they're worth it. I guess my friends have a point. During the commercial break, I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, that's a little much, right? To have somebody like, hey, what's the least reason you would kill somebody? It's like you can't even joke around that way because people will be like, well, is that what goes through your head? Yeah, but that's not the point, man. The point is, maybe I am asking you to make too drastic of a decision with the little details that are allowed. But how about this? What's the least reason you would fight somebody over? Right, that's a little more tenable. Like for me, it would be like somebody hitting my mom. I think that's a good. No, well, that's a higher reason, right? And this one's, now that I think about it, this one's got to have stipulations too, because it also depends on who it is, right? If, by the way, did you guys see the UFC fight between Francis Ngannou and Stipe Miocic, the heavyweight UFC title? Now, if one of those dudes hits your mom, right? Like if Ngannou was to smack the shit out of my mom, you can't. Any other person that was like around my range of height and weight, then yeah, I would fight them. They hit my mom. Even if he's a little bit bigger. But not if he's like fucking Ngannou size, you know? I mean, at that point, the most I can do is just tell my mom to stay down, you know? Because I know... I know my mom. My mom's going to be like, fuck that, he caught me off guard. I'm like, no, Ma, just stay down there. Just let it go. Don't make this worse than it already is. I mean, there's no point. There's no point in me like defending my mom from Francis Ngannou, outside of, just very stern wording that I would give him. Like, hey man, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're bigger than him. You're bigger than her. Oh. I mean, what's my mom gonna do? Is she gonna complain about me later? Why don't you step in? Mom, look at him. Who the fuck's gonna drive you to the hospital if this dude mangles me up too? Hope you have a fucking bus pass. Because I'm not going to be driving anybody anywhere after this. You know what? Even if it was like a very well built high school linebacker, I'd probably be like, man, that kid's got hands on him, man. What can I say? Mom, watch where the fuck you're going. You know, when I make it big, I'm going to remember all the little people. Except for the little people that were talking shit. What if I was just this vindictive asshole? You ever wonder when you're going to stop making such stupid fucking decisions? I don't know what it is with me, man. It's like I'm a magnet for stupid decisions. I really do think, like, when you have a fear of trying new things, of getting better at something, because in order to get better at something, you have to make a fool of yourself initially, right? I mean, take a look at this fucking podcast, for example. This is about as entertaining as I was when I was an open micer. It's like, all right, that's kind of funny. And maybe one day, this fucking kid will get his act together. But yeah, I guess you have to, man. You have to try. You have to make a fucking idiot out of yourself and get better. Because when you don't, you know what I've realized? Like, when you're afraid to make mistakes, like I've been in the past, like just afraid to make stupid mistakes, I would be so cautious that I would avoid doing things that were just risky. And I think everybody has like a quota of mistakes that you're supposed to make. Just mathematically speaking, by going out into the world and having so many choices. And I think if you avoid making mistakes for a really long time, you're just accruing all that mistake debt. Because you're not making all these little mistakes. You're just accruing debt of mistakes. And what's going to happen is one day you're going to make one big mistake. And it's going to be the size of whatever all those little mistakes that you avoided were. I was looking for an ending. How do you end this sentence? No, I really do think that, man. I think you have to make a certain amount of mistakes so that you don't accrue mistake debt. And when you get that shit done, you know, when you get out there and make those little mistakes, trying to learn, trying to get better, you get those mistakes out of the way so you don't make the bigger ones. Does that make any fucking sense? Anyway, that's my fucking thoughts on that. I really do need to get better about reading. You know what it is? It's smoking weed. I can't read while I'm smoking weed. And I smoke my fair share. What the fuck is going on with this? You guys hear that? Yeah, I want to do some kind of a either no drinking or no smoking weed. Not at the same time. I'm not a fucking, I'm not one of these fucking disciplined fucking David Goggins, push yourself to the limit. I'm like the opposite of push yourself to the limit. It's like, how can I improve my life without taking my feet off this table? And isn't that crazy? I think maybe that's the difference between these super successful people. Super successful people are always trying to improve by doing things that are good for them. And I think those of us that are still trying to get our shit together, we improve by just not doing shitty things to ourselves, you know? Like they're always like, I'm gonna bench press, you know, or I'm gonna run 500 miles, you know, in the next month. And I'm like, you know, maybe not have 18 beers this next Wednesday. It's all about playing defense. See, there you go. It's offense, offensively successful, or offensively bettering yourself, meaning you're gaining things. And defensively bettering yourself is like just not fucking up. You know, just don't fuck up. You don't have to succeed. Just don't fuck up. Maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I need to start doing more proactive things where I have to do something as opposed to just deny myself the right to do stupid fucking things all the time. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess I got to start small. First, I got to start by denying myself alcohol and marijuana whenever it becomes excessive. I don't know what excessive would be in this situation, other than passed out, face down on the rug, with a crushed Bud Light can in one side and a fucking spilled over bong on the other. So, well, maybe not let it get to that point, but yeah, I think maybe like just improving little things about your life will help. Or maybe I should just rob a fucking bank, dude. What am I doing? All my get rich quick schemes are taking forever. This easy street working a job that's not hard is really taking a lot of work. Look, if you made it this far back into the podcast, most people don't make it this far, but I just want to thank you for making it this far back, this deep into the podcast. The good thing is there's little to be lost from this, other than a little bit of pride. This fucking podcast really sucked ass, didn't it? Well, look, they're not all gonna be winners, man. Some of these are gonna fucking sound like shit. And I gotta start getting ready for Friday. I wanna do another set. Anyway, guys, I think I've taken enough of your time. I'm gonna try different things in this podcast. Try to make it better. Try to make it more entertaining. Sometimes they're gonna come out like this, so I don't know what to tell you. But I can tell you this, that tomorrow I'm already going to start looking for different ways to make it better and different things to do to make it more interesting. But other than that, thank you guys for whoever's listening to this part of the podcast and didn't already quit. Thank you for your support, and I really hope to see you out on the road one of these days. And hope to perform live stand-up for you. Until then, thank you so much for helping me keep this thing afloat, and I appreciate you. Y'all take it easy. Have a good one. Bye.